For years, Terry Jordan has been racking up tremendous numbers not only here at Hastings Race School, but also at Woodbine Racetrack. While at the racetrack, those who know him say he is intense. While away from the racetrack, a little different. You're going to find out he is a loving father.
She's my whole life, yeah. If it wasn't for her, I probably would be in Toronto full-time, but how can you leave her behind? Can't. This is my life.
Jade like horses?
Yes. She likes to go down there. She likes to feed them. What do you feed them? Mints, peppermints.
Oh,
we got a big peppermint jar, and she likes to feed them the candies.
It's true Metropolitan like mints?
Oh, lots, huh?
How old's Jade now? Jade,
She's
how old
six.
is she?
Six, yep. Yep.
How's she doing in school?
She's a very good student. They've moved her up in class already. After 2 weeks, they've moved her into a higher class, so she's quite a bright girl.
How many horses did you start the year with, and what do you have now?
This year I started with approximately, say 50, and now we're down to 20. But I don't keep them around. If they're not going to perform, we send them someplace where they can perform, or we sell them, or I like to tell my clients just to, do whatever they have to do to cut the bleeding, you know what I mean? Because if they're not going to win, what's the sense of keeping them in? That's my take on the whole thing. It's a very expensive sport, $2,000 a month to keep one horse in there. And I try to be kind to the owner by telling them the truth. Some don't want to hear it, but luckily mine do.
Tell us about the Woodbine bit. What got you there? And
True Metropolitan took me there, and we just, actually Trapper Barabee said, why don't you bring your horse back here for the last race? If you win, he'll probably be sovereign horse. I talked to Bob about it, and he said, okay, let's give it a try. So away we went, and he did. He won the race, and he was a sovereign horse. So that's how we started there.
you're doing well back there.
Exceptionally well, yeah. It was hard to get started there, but they can see that we're serious about playing there, and they like the way we play. So they've given us enough stalls now where it's worthwhile going. That's the whole key, having a good one. I don't care how good a trainer you are, if they can't run, you can't make them run.
Basically, can go anywhere.
Anywhere. It's a door opener. Like, I get calls every couple of weeks at least. You want to run True Metropolitan in Louisiana? Do you want to run them in Florida? Do you want to run them in New York? Racing secretaries phoning me from all over North America just to have them come. So.
Chima, how did he come into your life?
He came one morning to the track. He had 2 horses, and he asked me if I would be interested in training them. I didn't really know what to make of the whole situation, but I said, okay, we'll give it a try. And he said, just tell me one thing. If they're no good, tell me, because I'll get rid of them right away. And that's the way we've gone all along. He's the first one to say, give it to somebody. He doesn't care, just make it go away. If it's no good, give it away or sell it cheap or whatever it takes.
True Metropolitan, what's his status? And a little about his last couple of races. They've been tough.
That was Bob's pick, Bob Chima's pick, and I don't know how he picked him because nobody else wanted him, but Bob took him, and he's just turned out to be a phenomenal horse. We've just had a little bad luck with him this year. He's had 2 wins in 4 seconds, got beat 3 photos in the Long Acres Mile. He got beat the last jump. And, he's just been really unlucky. He's a very, very good horse.
Takes the lead. True Metropolitan fighting back. Wasserman in front, and Wasserman in a photo from True Metropolitan.
That last jump in the mile.
That was a heartbreaker. It really was a heartbreaker, yeah. Yeah, we figured it was his race to win or lose, and Jimmy McElhaney figured he could win it because he rode him in Toronto, and it was just one of those things, you just get beat sometimes, and that was just a bad day to get beat.
Continue with the heck of a role that you had, Dancing All-Star. Also, had a tough year.
Yeah, well, she had a tough year because I wouldn't run her with high weight, so we moved her around too much, and that's exactly what happened. She just got tired of being moved from here to there to here to there, and she just told me a couple of weeks ago that she's had enough, so I thought doing the right thing would be turn her out for the year. But there's nothing wrong with her other than she's just tired, that's all.
When a new person comes up to you looking to give some horses to you, can you get a good read off them real quick with it? Hey, this guy might be all right, or this woman might be all right?
I usually just ask the party, are you going to let me do what I want to do, or are you going to be the big participator in where the horse runs and what to do with the horse? And if they say they'll give me full control, then I'll take the horse. Otherwise, I just don't want to, because they pay me a lot of money. And if they want to tell me what to do, what's the sense of paying me the money?
How tough is it to stay on the groove that you're in?
Well, you're only as good as your last win, probably. So I've been very fortunate this year, and hopefully it continues. Remember a few years ago, the year that you interviewed me, I believe, is because I was a high percentage,
Yeah.
and I'd win about 40 races. If you remember, the next year I think I won 6 all year.
Now, not too many people would tell us that.
But luckily, I've come back to life again. It's a funny business, it really is.
Horses back and forth. How do you manage? I know you got good help, but are you on the internet or on the phone? Or?
I'm on the phone day and night, really, with Anita or with Milton when I'm not here, and Anita when I'm not there, and spend a lot of time on airplanes. I just got back on Monday. I was there for 5 or 6 days, and I have to be here for her. So if I'm not here, she doesn't like it.
What's your thoughts on the future here?
Well, I'm hoping that it changes for the good, but the problem right now is we don't have a big horse population, and we really, really need more days to make it work for everybody, the owners, the trainers, everybody involved, jockeys, you name it. If there's only 2 or 3 days a week, nobody's going to make, a lot of money. So, and right now we can't run anymore now because we don't have the horse population. So if we can get a little increase in the purses, it should attract other horses, and things should go upwards from that. If not, they'll just stay the same, I guess.